Hi Pisces, and welcome to your September 2020 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here to talk to you about the energies coming in for your sign in the month of September. Thank you so much for being here, Pisces. I'm really excited to look into some of the things coming up here. I just have your tarot spread in front of me, and very magical time coming up for you. We've got two things I think that we want to address really quickly that are difficult. Seven of Cups and Five of Swords coming up. We'll get the difficult out of the way and then just get straight into the positive. You've got to focus a little bit more on yourself. You've got to focus a little bit more, not on the goals or the aspirations or on the things which are not part of your present moment, but a little bit more on what is here in front of you. It feels like you have a great ability to optimize your environment and optimize your home and optimize your relationships as well, to a point where you feel much more supported. So this month feels like a month of gaining support for Pisces. We are going into Virgo season, which is your opposite sign. So we are on your axis right now. You're getting halfway with something. It feels that you are at a halfway point. You are going to see something kind of directly in front of you this month that is very intriguing or very full of possibilities. So I feel like Pisces does get a gift from the universe in the month of September, and it could kind of come through a new form of aspiration, or somebody also with Five of Swords coming up, not really being who you expected them to be. We have expectations kind of falling flat, just so you can platform off of that and start to give to yourself in a new and emboldening way. Also, a new temperament coming up. Temperance is coming up for a lot of the signs this month, and I'm taking that as a shift in temperament. September is always a month of shifts. It is the mutable sign of Virgo in the beginning. So we have a change in the game. We have a new ideal that comes up. We have a new process of maintaining our lives. And I feel that Pisces really is at the forefront of that. Like, you guys are really understanding in a completely different way, like, what it is to maintain your life and what it is to maintain your well-being. And as you move through that, it feels like there's just so many new ideas coming up. But what I really want most for Pisces is to invest a bit less in the opinions of others towards you or your appearance or your lifestyle, and then bring yourself back into the present moment a little bit as well, and really look at who you are and what you are and what you represent. I've talked in a lot of the readings about this triad in Virgo season of three main objectives. Who am I? Where am I? What do I represent? These things coming together will really help us to feel more wholesome. So, also lots of emotional energy coming in for you in September. The World, Two of Cups, Queen of Cups. You are going to feel something you've never felt before, maybe. Feeling like somebody is supporting you in a way that you haven't felt supported in a long time. Also just feeling like you know what you want and you can connect with yourself and connect with your own ideas in a very empowering way. I think that you will get new ideas as well. Queen of Swords coming up will give you more clarity on the choices that you're making every day. If you have any tough decisions coming up, I think that you will decide easily and based on what is around you. You have a great combination of intuition, gut feeling, and just clear, concise, logical mind as well, which is going to propel you to do much better this month. You know, we also have a full moon in your sign on September 2nd, so you're starting this month with a strong emotional expansion and a very clear, bright light shined onto the darker aspects of a Pisces. So Pisces will really see a warmth and a glow when it comes to old emotional issues. And I think with that, you will have a lot of ability to move forward and to find just a new energy source, finding a new emotional source of energy. I'm feeling like if there's anything negative this month, I'm feeling like it's just, what am I getting energy from? What am I propelled to do? It feels like you're wanting more, which is different for Pisces. Pisces usually can find a decent amount of satisfaction with any environment because of their capability to just find emotional security, assuming some amount of personal evolution. And now you're going to see that you want to be propelled by something else. So it's a great time to take on a new hobby, or to find a new interest, or to find a new something new that gets you out of bed. Anyway, Pisces, let's look at the week to week and see what's coming up for you. So week number 1, you have Queen of Swords rooted down by Temperance. So just making things a bit more routine will be great. Queen of Swords and Temperance are both about organization, and they're both about a sharp intuitive capability to map out your day or map out your events. So Pisces is not maybe typically known as the most organized sign or the most methodical sign. Again, it's more about void space. It's more about intuitive feelings, letting the emotional capacity decide the events of the day. And you have a lot of capability to change that up a little bit here if you would like, and to really master your day or master your time in a new way starting in the first week. So yeah, that's a great time for a new why not start taking a new class or a new online series, or learning to do something new, or learning to use your calibration in a new way? It's like the Pisces neurological system wants something different, something it's not done before. And you feel well within your energetic capacity to start falling in love with something new there, actually. Week number 2, you guys have 7 of Cups rooted down by Page of Swords. So you have these incredible horizons. You have these things that are starting to look really good in the future. But will you allow yourself to start to build a bridge to that now? 7 of Cups is a very prevalent archetype right now, especially having had COVID, having had everything relating to the pandemic. We have a lot of us have had to take comfort and take respite in the future. Maybe I'm stuck indoors now. Maybe I'm, not feeling as, free right now. And with that, we've had to think, well, in the future, I'll do this. I'll take this time and I'll plan, and I'll think about what I'm going to do when things are, more healthy. And now Pisces, with Page of Swords reading that down, there's a realization within that, like, wow, I've actually understood, and I may have never understood without some of these restrictions, like, I actually want to do this, or I actually have a lot more capability over here in this area than I realized. And now in the second week of September, it is time to start building that bridge. It's time to start introducing it. Finally, I realized that I've always been interested in, geopolitics or something. And I want to start introducing an hour of, study into geographical land masses or something. And I'm just thinking hypotheticals here. Or, as a Pisces, I've always wanted to do watercolor. And now I'm going to go and I'm going to buy those paints, and I'm going to invest in that as, something that I trust can actually be an expression which helps me manifest in tangible reality what I've wanted for so long. And, it's not always about, just take the watercoloring example. It's not always about just the painting or about what the finished product is or what we create, even for example with me, doing these readings, it's not about the finished product. It's not about having 12 readings up on YouTube and how they perform and how many views they get and what type of metric they get. It's actually about the process. It's about going through these 12 readings every month and what I'm learning and what the time spent doing it shows me and what it kind of teaches me about my life. Any great artist or any great business person or whatever will tell you that the happiness doesn't come at the accomplishment or at the end of the road. It's like the process building up. So you're building up a process, Pisces, and I think that it's really relevant and really great for you to start to learn more about what you want through that process. Week number 3, you have 5 of Swords rooted down by the World. So not now do you have to try to maintain these relationships or keep talking to these people that you get sinking feelings about. So yeah, for those of you who are single, trying to date, anybody who gives you a sinking feeling, anybody that you're like, oh, I don't know how this is going to be, take that as Bible, okay? Now is much more a better time for the single Pisces out there to just bask in the glow of not having to be held down or constrained by anybody, okay? Because I don't feel a lot of great things coming from other people taking your time. However, if you're coupled or if you're married, that's fine. I think that you just need to make sure that y'all are both doing your own thing. I've talked for some of the other signs this month about how people in long-term relationships need to be individualists right now, and it's kind of not great to be doing things as one. So being a couple and doing everything as one, and becoming one, and not having individual pursuits. Distance makes the heart grow fonder. As we pursue our own things, as we, I don't know, do watercolor or study geopolitics or do readings or something, we gain more self empowerment, and then we want more and more to be with our partners. So yeah, you are going to turn over a new leaf when it comes to relationships in the third week of September. Week number 4, you have Two of Cups rooted down by Queen of Cups. Complete emotional evolution, complete emotional comfort and security is possible at that time through the ways that you're being able to meet yourself in completely new context. So for most of the signs, this is a very contextual time where we're working with, the infrastructure that our lives have taken over the last few years. But I think that as you go through the full moon in your sign Pisces, you will start to see a new path, or you're going to start to see new things. Pisces is one of the signs that needs something new this month, or needs something completely fresh to introduce into this old context, because I am feeling like you guys are quite routine, and you might have been living in the same place for a long time, or you might really be getting used to where you are now, and introducing something new into that will spice things up in a very important way for you. And other than that, Pisces, I would say that just thinking what relationships mean to you as well. Like, what do your family relationships mean to you? What does your relationship status make you feel like right now? And I think through this month you can come to terms with all of that and start to feel okay with all of that. Again, whether you're single, whether you're married, whether you're seeing your family all the time, or whether you're alone most of the time, there's a strong need for you to cultivate appreciation for that status. And as you cultivate appreciation for it, you overcome any feeling of being stuck in it, or any feeling of being unwell within that. And of course, I'm speaking to those Pisces who have an okay situation there. Like, obviously, if you're dealing with abuse or anything difficult in a relationship, that's a whole different discussion. But because I think things can be a little bit boring now. What I'm really trying to tap into here is a bit of a potentially boredom in a marriage, or boredom being single, or boredom in connection to family. And if that is what you're dealing with, there just has to be fostered a new appreciation. And I think that really comes through introducing new things into your environment and enjoying those things, which makes you appreciate other things, which then allows you to vibrationally overcome them if they're not right. So on that note, Pisces, what a magical time for you guys. Nothing too bad here, really. It's kind of a month for you of like great insight, great enlightenment to your true path. But there's going to be mundane comfort as well, and you're going to be fine. I'm not worried about you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and conclude your reading. Short, simple, nice month for you. Don't get too down in the dumps. Don't worry too much about things. I am going to put together an extended for you guys over on Patreon if you'd like to support the channel. We'll look at a central theme and 2 supporting themes. Otherwise, your likes, comments, and subscribes here on YouTube make my day, and I'll be talking to you soon, Pisces. The link to Patreon will be in the description box as well as in the center of the video. Much love. Bye.